Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today I don't know what we're doing. Let's find out. So, we haven't done any of this stuff. I mean, we've tried that. There's stuff. Let's do Furious Rajang. Get him out of the way. Not that I'm expecting this to go particularly well, but I mean, we'll at least give it a good old-fashioned try. So, where's my... This is it. Yeah, this is my Rajang item set. Mainly, it's got the stuff to make extra pits, so that I can more easily break them horns. After all, the horns are... Oh, hi. The horns are worth breaking. Here, have some paint. All yours. So, the strategy for Rajang. First, don't get grabbed. Second, start with a shock. 'Cause shock traps work all the time. Oh. Wish I didn't have to dive away from that. That's some wasted damage time. While he's in the shock, go for the face. Pretty much whenever you can safely do so, go for the face. Okay, now he's angry. This is good. We want this. Because when he's angry, he can actually go in a pit. We just need to pick the right time to put the pit down, and the right time is now. Sometimes regrets will happen, other times they won't. Okay, we were still tremored. That's less than ideal, but we're okay. I really should have done a jump into a burst here, but we've got one horn down. Okay, now we need to get our hands on not that laser, and also some more energy for our weapon here. Yeah, basically it's a game of try and make sure to get him in as many pits as you can till you get that horn break that you need for the breaking of the horns. Thanks, Velociprey. Almost got me freaking blonked. Let's see about getting a ride, because we haven't gotten any of those. And they're also good ways to do damage and maybe get horn breaks. Especially when he leaves rage, because then you can use it to get him back into rage, and then you can use another pit. Ooh. Almost got hit there, but apparently was not within his hitbox. Okay, I jumped too late there. With proper timing, it could have been me jumping off of him as he tried to jump onto me. And that would have been fun. Okay, he's mad. A ride would still be good, but I think I'm going to try and find a time to use a pit here. Problem is finding the right time, because if you don't find the right time, you get beamed or blonked. This is not the right time. Or yes, it is, because he decided to taunt. Okay, he's going red fists, which is bad, but it is not impossible to deal with. All right, buddy, over here. There's a good Jang. And this is why we don't like the red fists, thankfully. Built-in mind's eye in sword mode. Okay. And that's the problem with getting your mount hits in while he's holding a rock. If the rock falls on you, And you don't get the mount. Sometimes it's good to stay down. Be nice and grounded while he's doing his beam. Okay. We need stamina. Do I have... No, I don't have dash juice in this. Ow! Jerk. Why couldn't you just keep zigzagging? Where you going, buddy? I still love that he just becomes a star when he jumps places. Okay, looks like he went this way. Yep. There he is. Not angry right now, though. Ow. Thankfully, his damage output is lower than that of a Cantor and Dukanlos and Nakarkos. Because if he was hitting as hard as they were, this would be a very different fight for us. Okay, he is mad once again. Oh, he got a cat. That's fine by me. Means that we can just safely put this here. But he got out of it in time. Oh, thanks for getting me out of that tremor, cat. There we go. And that's one of the reasons to not always do the jumping when they're in a trap. Sometimes you'll go over them accidentally. Uh-oh. All right. And that defender did not help. Yeah, I should have tried to stay down as long as I could there. Might have managed to outlast it. Because I definitely was not getting out of there while the beam was there. Because that is just not how aerial dodges work. And hey, just because a monster doesn't do as high damage as a Cantor and Dukanlos on average, doesn't mean it can't do that level of damage. Ow. Okay. Not quite half my health with that punch. And that's the highest damage he can get out of one of those punches, because he was enraged and red-fisted. Let's go ahead and sharpen while we're in here, because it's easier. And those bombs are for when he goes to sleep. Just to finish him off. Thankfully, Rajang does have relatively low health. Still, he's more than capable of giving you a bad time. Just because he doesn't last long doesn't mean he doesn't do bad things. Ow. Okay, this is scary. Because when he does that Blanca and we've got our weapon out and we're aerial style, we don't have that many options to avoid it. We just gotta kind of hope that he misses as often as we get our dodges. Ow. Lately, I've found myself really appreciating Rajang's music more than I used to. I don't know why. I guess I've just been paying more attention to it. Ooh, his arms just stopped being red for this knockdown. Unfortunately, he didn't stay put long enough for us to do our full burst there. Forget, do I? Yeah, I've still got Cap Guru. Ooh. I'm glad he is not as accurate as he could be. I feel like he was more accurate with that in 4U. Seriously, he was done moving. I shouldn't have taken damage from that, much less ow. Full damage, I was gonna say. So, we just had a death caused by a hitbox that lasted just a little bit too long. So he might still be enraged, in which case we can make use of that trap. That would certainly be nice. I think he might have just gotten in the trap. No, he didn't. Now he did. But he left rage. That's a damn shame. Got screwed out of the pit and the poison. Okay. So we can't die anymore. Which is a shame because Furious Rajang is very capable of causing death. Hey, we actually get this ride. There we go. Doesn't matter too terribly much where we hit when he's down, as long as we get hits. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If his fists aren't red, his entire body is a cut weak zone. Like, parts are certainly weaker, but weakness exploit applies to his entire body if his fists aren't red and you're using a cut weapon. It is difficult to overstate just how weak he is to cut, which is part of why he's so much a glass cannon, because his HP is a little lower, but it's not that much lower. It's the fact that he just takes so much extra damage as well that causes him to die as fast as he tends to relative to other monsters. Ow. Like, he's positioned at the same difficulty level as an equivalent Devil Joe. But I would say that Rajang is, harder to bring down. Well, actually, no, not harder to bring down. Much easier to bring down. He hits harder, but he lasts a much shorter duration. Part of that's because Joe just has way more HP than most monsters. And the other part is the whole Jang takes lots of damage thing. Joe does have crazy high HP. Don't want to give the wrong impression there. Ow. Oh boy. Thank you, cat. Jang, go for the cats for a bit. I'm not healing until I see you go for someone. Okay. There we go. That poor crab corpse. I really shouldn't be attacking while he's getting the rock, because it's difficult to get my weapon away and dodge in time if he decides to throw it at me. And I certainly do not appreciate when he throws the rock at me. It's not among my favorite activities getting a rock thrown at me. Ooh. Hooray for damage. Would you look at that? He's mad. Who would have expected it? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Let's get this going. Get ourselves some affinity. Ow. I think that spin might actually be his most damaging attack other than, like, his beam. Okay. And now we've got some healing concerns. Let's not get blonked here while we address them. All right. I really do appreciate that they sped up the combo process. Makes it a lot easier to combine things while in danger. And while out of danger. Just all the time. Combining is easier. Ow. You ran past me there, buddy. Ow. Okay. Okay. We must escape. Thankfully, escape was close at hand. And let's just go ahead and heal here. We don't need to go for the supplies. Though if I did, that might be actually worth something, because we did do the sub. There might be a trap waiting for us. Oh. Seems he may have decided to go visit us, or maybe he'll stop beforehand. Yeah, he's not coming all the way here. Jumping into the cave. Let's drink this before getting in there. Hey, Jangles. Interesting how the music faded out there for a moment. Buddy, you want to get out of the entrance, maybe? I'd appreciate it if you did. Did those two great thunderbugs just obliterate each other? I think they did. And since I've got nothing better to do... Oh, hi. I'm glad that didn't end poorly for me. Okay, weapon away. 'Cause I don't like getting rocks to the face. Or to any other part of my body, for the record. The less of my body gets rocked, the better for my health. That poor cat managed to do just fine, actually. Jumped off him as he was trying to grab me. Unfortunately, did not manage to do the same for that punch. Okay, cat's been grabbed because it was trying to use an herb horn like an idiot. Don't you throw my cat at me. Ugh, that was close. Just gonna... Okay, it didn't end as poorly as I expected. Come on over here, buddy. I am glad I dodged. Eh. I always get scared when he does that. Apparently this great thunderbug just doesn't want to be hit. There it goes. We're down to white. The white sharp on this weapon does not last long. Okay. Let's not get hit by that. Weapon away. And then let's just make a tactical retreat here, so that we can heal and sharpen easily. There we go. And then we can go right back in. Don't know why he decided to run way over there during that brief time, but he can do what he wants to do, I suppose. I can't really stop him. Just looked up because I was curious where he jumped into here from, if that was the only opening, but it isn't. There's another one directly above. I would love to see this guy's icon start blinking. Just love it. Unfortunately, it's probably... Oh, it just did. Okay, that's great. We've got a chance here. Oh, I'm glad I timed that right. Ooh. Yeah, you limp away. And please just jump to where you sleep and then go to sleep as fast as possible. Because I want to use these bombs to wake you up. Okay, he probably doesn't sleep there. In fact, he probably sleeps in here. God dang it. Paint wore off. Oh, he does sleep there. I just wasted my chance. Darn paint wearing off at a time like that. Ow. Oh. Glad I got out of there. Ow. Surprisingly high damage for him just jumping over me. Ow. Please don't let me die now. Okay, Jang, I'm just gonna leave you here. That's... You can have that place. It's yours. And if you wanted to maybe go to sleep, I wouldn't blame you. Though I don't think he's going to go to sleep. Considering they tend to only go to sleep if they have just entered the area. Thanks, Great Thunderbug. Yeah, he's not going to go to sleep until he leaves the area and goes back. And that's a little bit of a problem for me. Might end up killing him before using the bombs. Unlike a Kantor Nukanlos, he is not big enough or slow enough that I'm willing to use the bombs while he's not knocked down. And he's weak enough to cut that while he is knocked down, I think we can probably do about the same amount of damage by just hitting him with our weapon. Especially because he can also go to sleep still. There's still the slightest of chances that he'll leave and then come back. I think it's better for us to just use our weapons until such a time as he does fall asleep. Or dies. I'm not going to bomb him after... Okay, Shocky Bug killed him. Good job, Shocky Bug. Ooh. We just got something rather rare from that Sparkly. And there's another. And from the Sparkly and that Carve, we got... Where is it? Oh, it's just hair. Okay, I guess it's not rare. Saw the kanji for heaven, which usually means like mantle or whatever, but yeah, for Furious Jang, it's not really anything special, I guess. That's right, because his rare thing is actually his horns or his nerves. Which you can't carve the horns, and we certainly didn't get a nerve. So here's hoping for a ghoulish gold gorer or whatever they call the G rank ones. I think that was it. Ghoulish gold. We'll find out. Nope, not the rare one. It was a tiny one. And we unlocked some hunter art that I don't care about. Well, let's go get our ticket for having done the tiny Rajang. Because gold crowns mean tickets. And then we get to go find out, hey, you just got a new hunter art. Not that you could have found that out by any other means. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me that I got a new hunter art, buddy. All right, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we take on Savage Joe, because why not? See you then, friends.